Good morning. Last night was a phenomenally wild evening. We had lion in camp, elephants in camp. They were so close that you could hear them breathe while he was eating from that little bush there. We could hear them breathe, you could hear their stomachs growl as they moved through our camp. There were a couple of them. It was an amazing experience, being so close to a majestic mammal like that. It was phenomenal. We didn't even hear the lions in camp, we only saw the tracks this morning. This truly was a wild evening last night. Very, very enjoyable. Have a look at our campsite here at Mokgoto. Entering the Moremi Game Reserve for the last time in 2021. If you like the content, please like and subscribe.
Die watertjie is niks, maar hier is nog 'n groot voor my. Hey, die groot is daar, hy is daar, jy kan opkom.
We finally found a track leading to Dead Tree Island. This involved many water crossings, again. But I am glad we were able to find it, as Peter has never been here before.
Loop 'n olifant na voor oor die pad. Gaan maar net hier so staan vir 'n sekonde.
Unfortunately, we are unable to reach Third Bridge, as the bridge was washed away and was impassable. We decided to return to our campsite in Mokgoto, as time did not permit further exploration. After crossing the Northgate Bridge, we took a path following the Khwai River on our way back to our Mokgoto campsite. We found another place with lots of dead trees, reminding us of Dead Tree Island. This apparently has been caused by too much water at some stage a few years back. Needless to say, there were lots of wildlife in this area too. At our campsite, we prepared an early dinner, as today was our last day in the Mokgoto Khwai area. Tomorrow we need to go to Maun for our COVID tests, en route to Elephant Sands. So Chef Peter, what are you preparing?
Some kind of save the steak bready.
A Mogoto save the steak bready.
Mogoto save the steak bready. We're not allowed to take the meat back. So we're going to take all the meat that we have left with some onions and tomato and some spices and stuff. And we're going to make a bit of a bready. And then we're going to cook some rice and add that. That's it.
This is the end result. Very tasteful indeed. Our last night in Mogoto. What a fantastic place. We had to get up early this morning. Our last day in the Khwai region on the Moremi. And we're on our way back to Maun. We're on our way back to Maun to get our COVID tests completed so that we can cross the border back into South Africa tomorrow. So it's still dark when we left camp. Makes for an interesting night ride. The concrete road ahead is going to be a bit of a challenge because of all the dust. So I'll possibly have to give Peter a gap of almost 1 kilometer or so. But we had a phenomenal time in the Khwai region. It was absolutely stunning. I will definitely be back. It is one of those rare wild places where anything is possible and anything can happen. We had elephants visit at night, lion tracks, we had zebra, the hippos were grunting, the hyenas were calling, the lions were calling on the other side of the river till early in the morning. This is a phenomenal place. This really is a fantastic place. I've said this before, but I think this is one of my favorite spots in the whole of Southern Africa. And I have a lot yet to explore.
Grootstoot, nog steeds 118.
So what's happening now
As jy
is...
links bly, lyk dit beter.
So what's happening now is the one whose duty it is to drive in front, he calls out all the obstacles. So what we've done to accomplish this very nicely is we've synchronized our GPS's, meaning we've got the same tracks, we've got the same distances.
Potholes hier waar ek nou ry. So as die pad hard is, dan is dit potholes. Dis nie interessant nie.
So we've got the same GPS tracks, and we therefore have the same distances from point A to point B. So as he's driving, he's calling out whenever he sees an obstacle. So all I do is I just monitor
117 sloot, vat hom linksom, lyk baie gelyk daar.
I just monitor the distance on the GPS, and then I can expect to find a deep sloot or a pothole or whatever he has called out previously. It helps quite a lot. And I don't know if you can make it out.
Ek lyk dit aan die linkerkant hè.
But the road is particularly bad. This is the Concrete road from the North Gate or the Mababe section all the way to Maun. We've got to do 128 kilometers and we're only going to reach Maun at 20 to 9 and it is now 6:30. It's a long drive. The drive back to Maun takes approximately 3 hours on this road. With our vehicle setup, we are able to keep to reasonable safe speeds for most of this road. But utmost care and attention is required to drive on any roads in Africa.
Elephant Sands is a place where wild elephants frequent, as it offers a man-made water source in this area for the elephants and other wildlife.
Good morning. This is our last day of our trip in Botswana. We're at Elephant Sands at the moment. We had an absolutely blast of a trip. It was really, really fantastic. So many places that we visited. Kamarana Sanctuary, very, very nice stopover. Kubu Island, Planet Baobab, then on to Magoto. Well, first Mankwe, then Magoto. Fell in love with Magoto. It's a beautiful, wild place. It will see me multiple times in the future. We're now at Elephant Sands. It's a nice place.
Back in South Africa, after a scary incident at the fuel station, we have another challenge with our arranged accommodation. COVID case reported in camp. Change in plans. I was about to fill up with diesel at the Khwai garage just before the Martin's Drift border post, when I noticed that instead of pouring diesel, this lady was pouring in unleaded fuel. The end result was 4 hours of waiting while mechanics came to empty both my tanks, my main tank and my long range tank. Empty it, rinse it, and then refit everything, and then pour in another 150 litres worth of diesel before I could cross the border. The border crossing wasn't too bad. The border crossing wasn't too bad. We could get it done in roughly about half an hour both sides, but we missed our intended camping arrangement because the camp that we were supposed to stay at for our last night, the owner phoned and said that one of the campers there was tested positive for COVID, so he suggested we do not camp there, find another spot. So now we are, it seems to be about 22 kilometers from Tabazimbi, on our way home, trying to find another spot where we can sleep for tonight, so that we do not break the curfew, which starts at 9 o'clock tonight. Interesting times. At least we're in good spirits. Stuff happens, and yeah, such is life. Interesting times. Interesting times. But we had a fantastic week in the Botswana Delta area. Absolutely phenomenal place. I'll keep on saying that every single time that I just think about it. I will definitely go back there again and again and again and again. It's just such a wonderful place. Hopefully you will make it there one of these days yourself. This is Bram from Experience Wild Africa, signing out. Cheers.